Welcome everybody to another awesome episode of Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. I am with my best friend co-host, Desiree, my wife. And it's great to be here again. We have a packed show. So thank you for, tuning in and watching us. I want to say thank you to our sponsor, of course, before we get even started. The Pocono Mountains Visitors Bureau. PoconoMountains.com. And, of course, the Pocono Beverage Trail. That's a beer trail, wine trail, and spirits trail all in one. Explore the area's one-of-a-kind breweries, distilleries, and wineries to discover distinct drinks created with fresh ingredients and long-time expertise. You can take a seat in a spacious tasting room to sample a just-poured, brewed-on-site beverage, or grab a bottle of wine or whiskey, or a growler with your favorite beer to go. Now, how you do this, use the mobile passport. Check in instantly on your phone, collect points at each new location. You will win a free embroidered hat along the way. I think this is the hat they're talking about.
Ooh.
Check it out. We got one, too. We got a couple of them. Yeah. Yes. So, welcome to the show. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right. Great. So, I left you back at home here, and I went off to do the road stop alone again. We stopped at Barley Creek this episode, but before we get to that, we have some booze news. Exciting booze news from Coors. Check it out. Coors Light releases beer-flavored ice pops for March Madness. Yes, this beer company is launching a beer-flavored popsicle called Coors-Sickles. It's a non-alcoholic popsicle aimed at consumers 21 and up. Naturally, it's intended to invoke the flavor and refreshment of an ice-cold Coors Light. Runs about $20 a six-pack. What do you think?
Non-alcoholic.
Number one, yeah, okay. Coors.
I don't know. If somebody's going to try it, I definitely want to know how it is, but I won't be trying that.
We can just freeze a can of Coors and just, lick it, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It was interesting, but it's coming from, a big conglomerate like that, and it's beer-flavored popsicle.
What does that have to do with March Madness?
I don't know. They're doing it for the month of March, I guess. I don't know. No idea, but that's our booze news. Hey, if you like what you see here, you like what we do, and you have any questions, comments, anything you want to talk to us about, of course, Facebook.com/Wine, Hops, and Road Stops is our Facebook page. And from there, you could find our Facebook group. It's been pretty active lately, so get on there and tell us what do you think about the Coors Sickles and everything else we talk about in this episode. So, that's about it. That's all we got. We're on our way to our road stop. So we'll see in a little bit where we stop at Barley Creek. And I get to talk to the owner about beer and distilled spirits and great food. And you got to stay home.
Yay.
But we got some here. We got some gin we're going to try later on the show from Barley Creek. So, yeah. So we got that. So don't go away. There's more Wine, Hops, and Road Stops right after this. Our road stop today takes us to Barley Creek, and I am with Trip Ravane, who is the owner of Barley Creek. Let's talk a little bit about the place. Give me the history. This place has been around for a while. I've been coming here for a while. Tell me all about it.
Well, all about it's going to take a lot longer than this TV show, but we opened up in December of 95, and in 95, that's all you could open up is a brew pub. You had to make your own beer and sell your own beer. The next year, you could open up a brew pub with a restaurant liquor license. And we haven't looked back. Every year, we reinvest, and every year, Barley Creek gets a little bit more fun.
Like I said, no secret. I've been coming here for a long time. I'm finally glad to have you on the show. So let's talk about Barley Creek.
Every restaurant wants hot food hot, cold food cold. Every restaurant wants great service. Every restaurant wants great atmosphere. I humbly believe we have them all. Whenever I get a little bit bored, we go do something. We built a satellite tasting room down the road at the Pocono Premium Outlets, which if you like to shop or if your spouse likes to shop and you don't, we have a solution for you.
So let's talk about the beverage trail and, of course, the beverages. Because these two wonderful beers are sitting in front of us. And what are you drinking? What do I have in front of me?
So you have a Citrabellum IPA,
Okay.
and I have the Rescue IPA.
Right.
Now we have over 40 different beers that we go ahead and brew during the course of a year. You and I just happen to like IPAs.
Oh, good. All right.
So the Citra, for the TV audience, is usually served in a different glass, but we thought you deserved a pint.
Oh, it's usually like a more like a snifter glass, or okay, yeah, because this is a double IPA, correct? Yeah. Tell me a little bit about this beer before I take a sip.
I think you're going to find it a little bit crisp. I think you're going to find the nose very hoppy.
Oh yeah.
And I think you're going to find it a little bit of a bite to the palate.
This is really, really good. There's a nice crisp end to it, nice sharp finish there. Yeah. Like you said, the bite. So how many beers do you usually have on tap?
Barley Creek has 12 on tap. Sometimes we can go up to 20, but we always try and have 12 of our beers on tap. In the summertime, we roll out Weiss beers, summer beers, lighter beers. In the wintertime, we roll out stouts and porters. Our Maibach has got a following second to none, and a couple of people get mad at me when it's gone. They say, "Where's the Maibach?" I said, "We drank it." What's really interesting about this store as well, it's kind of a liquor store. All of our spirits are sold here. It's a beer store, and then we, as a restaurant, got our wine expanded permit, so we can sell you bottles of wine too. So if you're doing a Airbnb or a VRBO, you're going to need a bottle of vodka too. And you're going to need a 4-pack. And you need a bottle of wine. This is pretty much a one-stop shop.
Let's talk about the hours. When is Barley Creek open? When can someone come visit?
So we have a breakfast concept that's open Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And hopefully this summer it'll be 7 days a week. And that's our morning toast. And then we don't necessarily do it as late at night as we used to. We usually close the kitchen around 9:30. We have a rule, if there's guests still waiting, that kitchen's staying open. So our hours are flexible in terms of when we close. And we are a proud station for the Beverage Trail. If you hit 6 of the Beverage Trail sites, you're gonna earn swag.
And now I'm joined with Stephanie, and Stephanie is going to talk about all this good stuff that I have in front of me. Let's start with this, because this was really neat. What is it?
That is our smoked old fashioned. So we actually use our barrel-aged whiskey in that one, and our house-made bitters. And the team, we have a smoking gun, no joke. They'll take our barrel-aged whiskey, they smoke that along with the orange peels that they'll spritz inside, and we top it off with a skewer of cherries that are also aged in our whiskey. But it really gets complete with the ice balls that they make sure it gets complete.
I'm not very knowledgeable about whiskey and spirits, other than gin. That's about it.
You're going to be hooked now.
I'm going to be hooked now, I think. I'm a craft beer guy, but you know what? I'm always into trying something new. So
that one, what's really great is you really get the smoke flavor pulls through on that.
You could smell it. This is really good. This is probably the best old fashioned I've ever had. I've had them before, but never smoked like this.
Smoke makes the difference.
Oh my God, yeah. Wow.
It is one of our favorites. That cocktail originated down at our tasting room location. That team was getting started and they were being creative. They were a little disappointed when we hijacked it up here at the main location, but it is a showstopper. When it goes through the dining room, the aroma captures you. You have to smell it.
Now, I was told you're responsible for most of this stuff here. Right? Whenever you hear or see something, you've got to bring it to Barley Creek. Is that true?
We like to call it borrowing ideas when we market research. But a lot of what we do, and so what this flight is ahead of us is actually our RTDs, our ready-to-drink canned cocktails. Mm-hmm. But what we're trying to do in inspiration for a number of our spirits is to make it easier for you to be a bartender at home. So we'll get into some of our spirits, but these 4 that we have in front of us are you crack the can, pour it over ice. You can go right out of the can. I prefer it over ice. And it's done. It's said, your cocktail's ready. It's easy to travel. If you're going hiking, you're going to the beach, no matter what you're doing, those go easy. So
and that's a big thing now. It's getting more and more popular with a lot of distilleries are doing the canned cocktails. So let's dive right into it, right? What is this?
That one is iced tea, lemonade, and our vodka mixed in. And that one comes out at a 5.2%.
And this is the Barley Palmer, right?
Barley Palmer, yeah. So we here are lucky enough to actually have them on tap. So we have them tappable in-house.
That's great. So
Pour
you don't
right
have to
off.
buy them in a can. You can just get them on tap here.
Not when you're in-house,
you're
you get
here.
it right on tap.
Oh, that's
if you want to
awesome.
take it home with you, we have it in 4-packs for you to take with you, or cases if you want to be stocked up for a little bit.
Very nice, and this is dangerous. I'll tell you that. This
Really
is
easy.
really good. I can get hooked on this. I got to come to Barley Creek.
It is one of my favorites. I might say that 4 times over, but that one is one of my favorites.
All right.
Next up.
Next up.
That is our transfusion. So
Okay.
another golf-inspired RTD that we've created. And this one is ginger, grape, and a little bit of lime, again, vodka-based.
Oh, that's good. It's balanced. Like,
Yes.
which
It's
is
easy to drink.
really
that one
nice.
you can sip all day.
Yeah.
Sip all day.
But
And
you
they
just
get a little dangerous in the summer hours, but that one's good.
Dangerous. Yeah. This would be perfect, like by the pool.
Yes.
You know-
Wait till we get to the end. I'll tell you which one
Okay.
that one is too. So
All right.
next up in
Next
line
up.
for you is our mule. We call that our mountain mule, kind of themed. Hey, we're in the Pocono Mountains. It's a mountain
Okay.
mule.
Okay, so this is like a normal meal.
Yeah,
Traditional
a
meal.
traditional normal meal.
Except
meal.
there's no, we're not in a stainless steel cup.
We have the copper cups. So if we're serving it to you
Okay.
here, we're going to give it to you in the copper cups.
Thank you.
But if
Thank
it's
you so
going home
much.
with you, it's coming in an aluminum
I
can.
understand. Is that ginger beer or just ginger?
In there, we're
Yeah.
using fresh ginger to make our ginger beer.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
No, we're bringing
Very
in,
nice.
yeah, it is cases.
So it's like from scratch. So when you're
From
talking
scratch.
about making ginger, you're talking about real ginger.
We
not,
are peeling it, boiling it, yeah, dropping it up, baking
Very
it down.
nice.
Your last one. This one is our dangerous one. So this
Oh
one's-
no, it's dangerous. That means it's delicious, isn't it?
It is because it's easy. You don't when you try that one, you're not going to believe the content that it actually has. So that one is our Pocono Punch, and this one we actually created in partnership with Pocono Raceway. Most people, when they try it, they're like, "Wow, this reminds me of something." What does it remind me of? And then they usually get jungle juice.
Oh boy.
Because it'll hit you.
Take
It's got
taking
nice-
me back to
the college days.
college.
We have some
I almost
other
said high
friends that
school.
come in. Don't rat yourself out.
Taking it back to college. Yeah, I could see that being dangerous.
Really easy sipper.
Can we get Pocono Punch at the racetrack?
You can't get Pocono Punch at the racetrack. Yeah, it's a partnership brewed with produced for them, and they carry it every race day.
Well, I'm just going to say this because my co-host, my wife, is a huge NASCAR fan. She goes every year to Long Pond. So, Des, you could get to sample this, on race day.
So 2 races ago in 2021, we got to do a partnership with them and the Pocono Mountain Visitors Bureau. Because our Pocono Punch, that was our rollout release year, actually got to be on stage and hand the trophy to Kyle Busch when he won because of Pocono
All right.
Punch. So I really love Pocono Punch too.
Let's look at what we have in front of us. We have a pretzel, we have wings, we have something that isn't wings, it's cauliflower.
It's cauliflower.
Okay, and we got a burger.
So we sent you out a small sampling of what we call our classic beer pairing favorite. So if you're having a beer, you want a pretzel. Beer and pretzels go really well. We call this one a big pretzel because it's a big pretzel.
That's a big pretzel.
That's a big pretzel. Yeah, it goes out. You can't watch it go by you without being like, whoa, that's a big pretzel. Wings, I don't know how you'd be a brew pub without wings. So these are classic buffalo wings. We have 12 different flavor wings that you can get from. Our garlic mild is a garlic buffalo sauce. It's one of my favorites. Our chef sent out our true buffalo out to us. They're perfectly crispy, right balance. They go really well. They make you thirsty. You drink more beer. You get to try more of them. It's a win for everybody. So those are our buffalo wings.
Next up, this is intriguing.
So a while back, buffalo cauliflower bites became popular.
Yes.
And they were great. We put a little spin on that. So we take the battered cauliflower and we do it in our sesame ginger sauce. So those again are they're a battered cauliflower.
Okay.
They are fried for you. We toss them in our sesame ginger, so it's a little bit of sweet. It has a little zing to it, not spice, but a little tang. And then to make it colorful, we throw some sesame sprinkles on top of that for you. But yeah, absolute favorite. You could always say, hey, throw buffalo on them, sure, no problem. But this is our twist on it, and we really like it. We like to take a lot of fan favorites and then put our own little spin on it.
Well, let me tell
so
you
that's
about
one of
this.
what we do.
This is what I feel about that right now.
You don't know you're eating a vegetable.
If you told me, if you didn't tell me that was a vegetable, I wouldn't know.
So we could trick you all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I could be healthier. Maybe.
I do that to my kids. Yeah. There we go. I did it to you too.
Last but not least, of course, you have your traditional burger on
We call that our brewer's burger. It's our classic. That's your basic American cheeseburger. We use all of our beefs in-house are certified Angus beef. So we do an 8-ounce fresh certified Angus beef burger, charbroiled to your liking, and that one is just classically topped with lettuce, tomato, American cheese on a toasted bun, French fries, and my favorite pickle chips to go along with it.
Well, I want to thank you for your time. Is there
Yeah.
anything you can leave us with?
See you soon.
Well, that's about it. I will see you soon. Welcome back to Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. Like you saw in the last segment, I was at Barley Creek. I had a great time, and I did bring you back something, okay? I brought you back some gin here, Blue Zone gin, that we're going to try in just a second.
Okay.
But first, of course, to get in touch with us, facebook.com/Wine, Hops, and Road Stops is the easiest way. And I like to say again, join our group. They talk a lot. There's a lot of talking in our group about what you like, what you don't like, and all that good stuff. So join our Wine, Hops, and Road Stops group on Facebook page.
Yes.
It's growing every day. So, I was at Barley Creek, like you saw, without you, unfortunately.
Stop rubbing that in.
But I did talk to you. I did talk about you. You know, like when you go to the NASCAR race, you could have their Pocono punch.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I'm going to do that.
I know you're looking forward to that.
Yes.
We didn't get a lot of time to talk about all the distilled spirits that Barley Creek has. Like, they got honey whiskey, chocolate whiskey, cinnamon whiskey, peanut butter whiskey, and they do a whole line of rums too. Spiced rum, silver rum, coconut rum, mojito rum, chocolate banana rum, which sounds really interesting.
I need to try that.
I don't have any of that right now. What I have, though, in front of us is gin, and I love gin. You know I love gin. This is a special kind of gin. At Barley Creek, they make two kinds of gin, botanical gin and Blue Zone gin. Now, both gins are distilled gins, which means all the flavors come from the distilling process, not from soaking botanicals and adding other flavors. But the Blue Zone gin, the one we have in front of us here, it's named after those special places in the world that have the happiest, healthiest, and longest living populations. Blue Zone gin. That's right there from Barley Creek. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little bit taken out of it already because I bought this when I was leaving, and I've been drinking it for the last couple of weeks. But I want to share it with you guys now. Let's make some gin and tonic. What do you think?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now, you're not a huge fan of gin, but I know you like good gin because we've had gin before.
Yes, it has to be good gin.
So you want one shot or two?
Two.
Oh, okay. Well, she's going crazy. Yeah. Okay. All right. 2 shots of gin. Okay. We're measuring it today with our shot glasses here. Now, I've had this before. Like I said, really good gin.
Yes, I can see that you've had it.
Yeah, well, because I drank like half of it. Yeah.
Half a bottle missing.
Yeah. Now we got 2 ice cubes in these glasses. It's gonna be a little bit gin's gonna be a little strong. We don't have any lime, so we're gonna use squeezy lime.
It works.
Yeah. We don't have fresh cut lime though. And of course, tonic. Now, here's the thing about tonic. This tonic is diet tonic for anyone, watching what they drink. It tastes just like regular tonic. Mm-hmm. It really does. Like, diet soda doesn't taste like regular soda, but diet tonic does. So let's make sure it doesn't go crazy and shoot all over me. It did not. Okay. Okay, Blue Zone Gin. I really enjoyed this. So, let's try it, dear.
Okay, then. Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Smooth.
Very.
Smooth. A lot of times people don't like gin because of the high concentration of juniper berry. Sometimes people will say the gin tastes like pine trees.
Right.
This does not. You can taste a little bit of the berry in there, but it's really smooth and it's really nicely balanced. I really, really enjoy this gin. And I'm not just saying that. They didn't give that for free. I bought that. So there you go.
No, that's good. And almost a little sweet, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very smooth, though.
Yeah. It's 45% alcohol, so watch yourself with it. Like all distilled spirits, it can get away on you sometimes because, if it tastes really good, you're going to Like nephew Jonathan, you start putting them away. Shout out to my nephew.
I don't know if that's the shout out he wants.
That's the shout out he gets. Okay, so there's our showcase taste test for the show. Gin from Barley Creek. Check them out when you go on the Pocono Mountains Visitors Bureau Beverage Trail. We'll be right back with a little bit more of Wine Hops and Road Stops. Don't go away. Welcome back to Wine Hops and Road Stops. How was your gin?
That was delicious.
I think I need another sip. One of the better gins I came across. I really like that. It's a little different. There's a little bit more, I think, citrus, like you said, in it than most gins. So, again, check out Barley Creek. Check out the PoconoMountains.com and their Beverage Trail. I want to thank them again for sponsoring the show. Beverage Trail is a beer trail, wine trail, and spirits trail all in one. If you check in to at least 6 participating locations, you get a hat. You get a hat just like that. Just like that hat. There you go. Yeah, nice hat. There you go. Part of the swag you get at the Beverage Trail when you go to like at least 6. You look so cute. Before we go, we got to say hello to our other sponsor, the Jack As Distillery and their Drink of the Week, which is on the screen right now. Check them out. They're another place that makes great moonshine. Awesome, and I thank them again. They've been with us for a while, so thank you. And of course, Facebook.com, Wine Hops and Road Stops is our Facebook page. And I can't say enough, join our group, join our page, and of course, our YouTube page.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, subscribe to that because we got some content that only goes up on YouTube.
Some super secret content.
Yeah, like Des and Jeff watch stuff. That's our short videos of what we've been watching that week. It's streaming movies and TV shows and all that stuff. So Des and Jeff watch stuff is also fun to watch. And I guess that's it. Do you have anything to add, my dear?
Nope.
Nope. We're good? We're good? All right, let's drink some gin.
right.
Remember, life is too short to drink bad gin. So drink good gin. Drink it with someone you love. We'll see you next time on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops.
That was a loud sip.
I love it.